purposely have stepped out of it with my kids going to Pillager, so, I guess whatever you guys feel.
It's only an hour, so it's not like it's, not even an hour half the time.
Who is, I mean, where is the meeting and who is it? This is the school.
This is the
school
community
district?
education school part of it.
Okay.
And typically the meeting's held at the hospital. They give breakfast, pay for your breakfast, and basically they talk about education stuff they're doing. They talk a lot about, their after-school care, like, you know, programs, and also before-school programs, and then I think probably some summer activities they hit pretty heavy.
Yeah, they're always looking to see if we have any activities to add, anything that the city is offering, any trainings or workshops or anything like that to go in their mailings. They talked about like early childhood education last time. Yeah.
And you're involved in this?
Mhm.
Is this something you feel the clerk?
I don't care either way. I mean, is it something that I think the city's benefiting? I don't know. What do you think?
I've only been to one meeting so
Right.
far, so I don't know. I
mean,
mean,
I think
is
that-
it good to have some Motley representatives? I think so. Would I necessarily choose to do it if it wasn't related to my work? I don't know. I don't know if that's bad or good, but
I'd say we let her continue and report back, you know, after a couple meetings and see where we're at.
Sounds good.
That's
So
my
she-
thought.
Yeah,
Like you say, it's only an hour for what, once every 3 months or something?
yeah.
We keep us connected with what the school's, you know, doing, what they're up to.
So then we wanna keep her on the clock for that?
I would say so.
That was just part of your question?
Yeah.
I would say so that she, you know,
I think if
We're
she's
gonna approve it, we
representing
should.
us, I think we should.
oops,
Hey, I didn't see how you did that.
where did that come from? Glad we got our
okay.
chief, please.
And then one other quick thing, I was sent this by the last city attorney and I sort of forgot about it. That's why it's not on the agenda, but there's an open meeting law workshop for board, council, and staff members of local governments. So if any of you would like to go to this, it's on February 28th. It's $95 a person, so it's not a free training, and it's in St. Paul. But I was looking at possibly going to this.
What day was it?
February 28th. I think it's a Wednesday. It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, I'm on May, I wonder
But-
lost.
So it's just a one-day training?
It's just 8:45 to noon actually.
Okay.
So it's not that long, but it's put on by the state. And our city attorney said she said there's another group that puts on open meeting law workshops and stuff, but she's gotten a lot more out of this group putting them on. I think it's a decent topic for somebody to go to. So I was looking for approval if I can go, for the approval to go, and then if any of you guys want to go as well. Obviously, you didn't know about it till right now, but
We should have my schedule here. Because as the leader of the meeting, it would be nice to know, there's things that I have questions on, it would be nice to know, you know.
Right.
And for me, with missing work and the distance, I think it'd be a little difficult, so.
So if for some reason I can go, I guess I would like to if the council approves it.
What day is that?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, I would like to go if I can, but I'm not sure I can. I don't know. Does this group that's putting this on, do they have them other places in the state, or they primarily have them in St. Paul?
I didn't see any other ones. I didn't look very hard either. I didn't do a ton of research. They're doing a data practices one that's already full, and then they're hosting this. And I believe they host them all it's the Department of Administration, so I'm guessing they host them all there on site. But I don't know for sure. They weren't offering multiple days or times or anything for this. So,
Take it or leave it on the 28th.
as far as I know, I don't know how often they have these either. the first time I've seen one.
It's free motel rooms too.
Not as far as I know. I don't think, for 3.5 hours, I don't think you're getting a motel out of it.
Maybe nap.
I think you gotta drive both ways in the same day.
That would be a very interesting thing. I am constantly, as Lacey knows, asking what's right and what's wrong. And you should know that by now, but it's, certain things come up and you don't,
Yeah.
or you
Lacey-
question it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Steve. Could you and Darcy maybe look and see if the league or anybody has any?
I
know
there are other
maybe
workshops
webinars or
through
anything?
different, I know there are other workshops through different organizations. Like I said, this is the one that the attorney said was the best one, but
Yeah.
there definitely are other ones. And I do get some of this training when I go to the Clerks Institute and stuff too, so this is more of an additional thing. It's not something that, it's not the only place I would get some of this
Yeah,
information.
and I'm speaking for me
Yep.
personally, cause it is nice to
Yeah.
know. I just know that one is gonna be difficult for me, so.
Yeah, I can definitely keep my eye out, and if anything else comes up, let you know about it.
Yeah, I would think the league might have something scheduled.
So, being we're not gonna have a meeting, do we wanna approve whoever wants to go, like Lacey and any of the council that wants to go, can go, to this one, or if at the meantime Lacey finds something closer or something more, maybe where it works more for the rest, that we wait to go to that one then, or how do you wanna do it?
I'll make a motion to what you just stated.
Perfect.
Did you get all that?
No, we didn't.
So we're making a motion that you can go to this one and any of the council that chooses to. And that if there is another one that's gonna be put on that would be closer, which would obviously be more economical for the council to go to, that they can go to that one. We choose that one instead of this one. I'm looking for a second. Pat Reagan did the first one, the first motion.
I would second that.
Second by Amy Hutchinson. Any comments or discussion?
So 4 of us could carpool down and find out about the open meeting law.
If we couldn't, we don't talk anything at all. To buy me a bunch of donuts to keep me busy eating.
We'd have to invite Dawn to go with us. Okay,
Okay, I'm looking
that wasn't
for,
a serious comment, by the way.
gotta have some fun. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Anything else, Lacey? No. Okay, does anybody have anything for Lacey? All right, council forum, does any of the council have any concerns or anything they wanna talk about at this point? We can bring it up, can't make any decisions, but we can talk about it. Anybody? So I have one thing that I'd like to just suggest to the council. I know we've been kinda working hard this last year. We've had a lot of stuff and we haven't, or I feel like I have, that's all we've been doing is, haven't really had anything fun. And so I was wondering, if I brought cards and I numbered them 1 to 3 and gave them to each of the council in our next meeting, and then you guys go back and pick something you'd like to see from the city being either changed or done, or something, whether it's signs or sidewalks or whatever. Just give you a month to think about what you'd like to see in the city and then bring it back to the next meeting. We can discuss it further, maybe organize them, which one we wanna hit first and go. I just thought it'd be a fun thing to do. We haven't really done that. We haven't really looked at, okay, you know, we're working hard on getting policies and procedures and this and that done, but we haven't really looked at what do we wanna do with our, you know, some of the things we like to better the city out there. And I know Bruce does a good job at picking some of the stuff, but maybe it's something that he doesn't think about. That might be something that we could jot down 1 to 3, kind of in order.
So 1 to 3, that's a priority deal?
Right, so you start the one, it would be your priority, the second one, and then the third one. And then everybody could hand them back in, and then we get them on a list and start working on what we think, maybe some of the priorities are the same. Maybe we have the same thing. I don't know, so some fun thing I thought maybe that we could do as a council and give us something to talk about when we get down to this area.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Can line number be 4 be where is the money in the budget for it? Is that
Well,
possible?
this gives us something to look forward to the next.
He said, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But I'd like to do it when he's here too, so he can be in on it too, and there's no rush, it's just something that I thought about doing. Thought it'd be good to do. If you guys would be interested in doing that, I sure will get some cards.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I would be up for that.
Yeah. Alright, so next council meeting, I'll have cards for everybody, and then we just kinda, meanwhile, you guys can kinda think of stuff that you'd like to see happen, even if it doesn't happen. I have a dream card. Alright, anybody have anything else they wanna talk about? I know Ron and I are doing Alice training for the church on the 17th.
Yep, Saturday, Sunday.
So this Saturday we're doing that.
What kind of training?
Alice training.
What's
That's,
that?
that's the alert.
Learn,
Or-
down, inform, counter, and escape. It's an active shooter scenario type of training.
We had talked about it here at one time, I wanna do it for the city too, and the fire department guys. We'll have to pick up the time to do it and just have everybody invited in. Takes about 2.5 hours, but it's good training, and it's a way of thinking different than just huddling up and getting shot at and letting somebody shot at, actually doing something about it. And there's so many other things you can do that gets them off balance of what their goal is, and
It's a good training for changing the mindset, because for
Yeah.
so long we've been doing the traditional lockdown. If there's a threat, go in a room and hide. And this gives you some tools to counter it or escape.
right,
And not just be a sitting duck.
right.
Yeah, that sounds great.
This is this coming Saturday, right? Saturday afternoon?
Yep, and
It's
I,
at the church, but it's open to anybody if anybody wants to.
yeah, if
come.
somebody wants to go, they can go to it. They're made it mandatory for their board members and
And their
leaders.
Leaders, their
1
teachers.
o'clock.
Yeah, but, like I said, I wanna do one for the city too. I think it'd be good for us to all do one. I agree
When
on
I
that.
first came on the council, we did that. Did you? I think it was Terry, Nancy, and I, down in St. Cloud, they had one. It was very interesting.
You guys have
but-
Alice?
No,
Or,
that was the active shooter.
Active shooter, yeah. Yeah, so probably a little different.
yeah,
but
they changed it now since all the shooting's been going on.
It's definitely an eye opener.
Yeah,
That's where you got winged, wasn't it?
What?
Didn't you get winged in the shoulder? Oh, boy.
Blonde hair. Can't help it.
alright, anybody have anything else? Alright, the
I
next.
have one more thing
Go
before
ahead.
the council, and I
Yeah.
did this last week, so I got something that, no smart acts, or smart act. No smart remarks from the males in this room, so you're all gonna be my Valentine.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Fat and sponge candy. Said Bobby Jones. Said Bobby Jones. Thank you, Steve, that's a very good suggestion, very kind of you, and I will be your Valentine. All right, moving on, this next, City Hall is gonna be closed on President's Day, Monday, February the 19th. Planning and zoning meeting, is on Tuesday, February 27th at 6:30 here at the council chambers. Congress comes for you, is,
No, not for you.
Congress comes to you.
That would probably be scary.
It's true. Yeah, it's gonna be here at March 7th, 2000, or at 2:30 to 3:30. I heard he's not running again this year,
No,
Yeah,
it's
he's
dropped
retired.
out.
so. Next regular council meeting is, March 12th at 6:30 here at the council chambers, and the local board of equalization, which is gonna be April 13th at 9 a.m. Here the council chambers also. I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made by Reagan, looking for a second.
I would second that.
Second by Hutchinson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Meeting adjourned.
Oh, that might have to cover. Yeah, that's-
No.